everyone, this is Kaifu here with Game 3 in the series between David and William, with David on my left side playing Reflect Refrain Rush, while on my right side we do have William playing Reflect Refrain as well. So this will be an aggressive deck versing a combo based type of deck. So at the moment both players 1-1 each, so pretty much whoever takes this one will go to the finals. So currently life point wise 4,000 compared to 4,000. Now usually Reflect Refrain Rush has a good favor going first. I'm pretty sure that is standard obvious, like I'm not saying in general, it's just very powerful, able to get those early game damage and so on, forcing the opponent to be in a situation they don't want to be in, getting that power play off with the early games on. But however, as I said before in my previous game, Rush deck does struggle at the late game because if they don't have enough like end game or doesn't finish the game ASAP, they usually do struggle in the late game because of the fact that they can't really do anything against like Wyvers, Adam Broly and so on, because they are officially, well not officially, they are actually technically a lot bigger. When I mean bigger, I mean tremendously bigger when it comes to attack stats. So let's see now. We do have they been playing very aggressively with the Flame Sprite and doing a ton of damage and dropping the Living Flame, so very interesting. If I was David, I would actually drop one of those Rook Egg and incarnate into it, because at least you incarnated the egg, you can get at least enough Living Flame and do a bit more damage. So, but he's actually saving for Lancelot. Lancelot, a very standard DPS damage for a red player, very strong indeed. Just have the ability to do a lot of damage by turn 2. He's just taking this opportunity when his opponent is tapped out, doing a ton of damage because we're out warring about against Whirlwind. Whirlwind does put the player behind quite a bit. Because Whirlwind does force the opponent to pay one extra resource, and red does not have time to pay for a resource, as you know, because they're trying to finish the game off ASAP, if not that burn you for game. In comes the Moonshade. Oh, that is gonna hurt a lot. Usually you do not want to see Moonshade against an aggressive deck. Paying 200 life points from the Moonshade will force you to be closer and closer to burn damage and aggressive attack from those Lancelot and those Living Flame. But again, I do agree that as I said before, I still keep my let me say that I do stand what I said before, which is that the Living Flame at Rook Egg play is a lot better than incarnating into your Flame Sprite, because Flame Sprite can at least fly and hit for damage. Rook Egg in your hand is doing nothing. It's just a vanilla, yeah, and you have no other way to get those Rook Egg into the bin unless you are blocking. But majority of the time your opponent at the moment is trying to set up for damage, it's trying to set up for those OTK, set up for those time warp, and set up for those, like, you know, standard play owls will try and drop those Wyvers and intimidate you. So you really want to get those advantages from those Rook Egg really soon, because without any advantages from those Rook Egg in your hand are simply kind of dead unless you draw another Living Flame. But other than that, I still stand by saying that you need to get those Rook Egg into the graveyard ASAP from the field, so you can search your deck, tutor out, thin the deck out, get the keycards you need, and do a ton of damage. But that would be me, but completely different playstyle from David and I, so yeah. So in comes the Adam Broly. Adam Broly does, I believe, send the Cheshire Cat and the Morgiana, surprisingly. So maybe he's hoping to drop up Wyver, because Familiar Holy did come into play this turn as well, along with the Adam Broly. So pretty much 2 Resonate on the field, so a discount of 4, and so on. So let's see what can William do now. So now William does not have the ability to filter as much with the Morgiana play, without the Morgiana play, so yeah. Currently life point wise 4,000 compared to 2,300. Field wise, Adam Broly, Familiar Holy Wind, 2 Change the World, and 1 1 Living Flame, and 1 Lancelot in play as well. And he's calling green and dropping the Elvish Priest. Doesn't have the Wyvern in hand, but at least the Priest does allow him to have extra resource, not only that, to intimidate the opponent, saying that if you go play a free cost card, I'm going to cancel it really easily with Whirlwind if I have it in my hand, and so on. Pumping the Lancelot and burning off the Adam Broly, burning off the Elvish Priest, not allowing the opponent to have anything in play, and doing 1,000 point damage. Very, very strong and powerful indeed. Swing for 500 directly. Interestingly, maybe he wants to force the opponent to block us, so meaning that even he dies and so on, it doesn't really matter. but he doesn't really have another play out of this. Like, we already saw David's hand, he has 2 rook eggs, and yeah, I wouldn't really recommend doing that, because what if he blocks? What if William blocks, meaning that you lost a very strong offensive card, so you do not want to be in that situation. But then again, obviously William does not know what David has in hand. But at the moment, 4,000 compared to 600 light point, Lancelot, quickly living flame, rook egg, and a flame sprite in hand, on the field, doing a lot of damage, and using the moonshade once more. Very, very dangerous at the moment. You do not want to burn yourself with moonshades, because you can only use it like one more time, and once that time is up, it's gonna hurt a lot. Because at the moment, Flame Sprite is flying, so it can just fly above you and swing for damage, and not only that, Reflect Frame can pump it easily, and also with the little True Stone in play, can also pump it. So you want to be very, very, very careful now, because you are within range from Thunders. You are within range from any attack from this range. You are technically gonna die. 2 Laws Silent, not helpful at the moment, because William is currently tapped out, so he needs a better answer at the moment. So let's see, will David able to finish this game off easily now? So let's see now. 4,000 compared to 400, a lot of big difference, 36 life point difference, and Jay activating into Reflect Refrain to get this bouncing going, because he does have 2 orbs in play. With the 2 orbs in play, it does allow him to, you know, bounce back cards, counter burn spell and so on, so he doesn't die too quickly, and try to maintain the field advantage if possible. So let's see now. Recovering all resonate and so on, tapping for stone maybe. He has like, what does it have then? He has another flame strike. I'm pretty sure this is a game now, guys. But then again, for those that know you watching the video, why is it so long? Yeah, I wanted the same thing as well. So let's keep watching and see what happened. Attacking 200 directly, and by looks of it, he's got pump up with Reflect Refrain ability. Pumping it up, but however does get bounced back with the Reflect Refrain, bouncing it back to his hand, but it doesn't really matter at this point, because you know what, I can simply tap for another Magic Stone and so on. But however, he should attack the Lancelot first, because for those that know, Lancelot must attack first regardless what happened. But again, David doesn't really do that. He doesn't intentionally do that, but he just ends up forgetting, because he doesn't really pay attention to his field, and he's usually flexible when it comes to attacking, like attack with this, attack with this, and attack with this. He doesn't really keep Lancelot attacking first unless someone mentioned it to him, and obviously William is not mentioning to him too, so meaning that he doesn't really verse Lancelot a lot, or he forgot at the same time as well. So that is not a good thing to know when you're playing a big event as well. Attacking 500 point directly, blocked by Adam Brawley. I think at this point, David's just trying to force out the card. So this should be game now. But why is he attacking into the, or burning in general into the Adam Brawley? Just swing directly, that should be game, right? That's definitely game from there. He has 2 flame strikes, so if he swings directly, that would be game. But maybe the game has just gotten to him to the point that I'm just super tired. Now, for those that don't know, the state championship actually went from 11 o'clock to almost 9 o'clock, so a very tiring game. So obviously, David's mind's not up to date at the moment, and the top 8 this start still is in day 1 still. So yeah, so you're not looking too good at the moment. Excuse me for a second, something popped up, so I need to get rid of it. So you hear that click sound, that will be my mouse. Sorry about that, guys. This pop-up from antivirus just kept popping up for some reason, so sorry about that. So currently, life point wise, 4,000 compared to 400 life point. Field wise, Rook Egg, Flame Sprite, Flame Sprite, Lancelot compared to Adam Brawley, Morgiana, and a familiar Holy Wind. Against 2 orbs as well, and also Reflect Refrain on the battlefield. But I'm actually surprised that David's mind is not focused at the moment. If he just attacked twice directly, that would have been game. But I'm actually surprised that he didn't do it. So maybe he's not focusing at the moment. He's trying to get rid of the field, but why would you need to get rid of the field when you can just attack directly for game? Yeah, David's not paying too much attention at the moment. And again, trying to burn off the attack into it. That is interesting. Again, if you attack directly, that Moonshade is completely useless. I mean, you can only tap for colorless. So yeah, I'm very surprised at this point. Like, I'm pretty sure his opponent is surprised as well. He noticed that he's like, my life point is 400. Why aren't you attacking me directly? And you know what? I'm not gonna tell you why you're not attacking me directly. I'm not gonna tell you to attack me directly because I want to survive this game and go to the finals. So yeah. Obviously, the opponent is doing that on purpose, not allowing David know. Because in any tournament game or any competitive type of games, you don't really want to let the opponent, hey, you got game, dude. Just finish me off. You do not want to let them know that. But if they make a huge misplay like David at the moment, you know what? You snooze, you lose. So yeah, but still, the advantage does still go towards David with the 4,000 life point and the field advantage, and not much big problems against William at the moment. He only has like a few things to play, and he's already within range from Thunders as well, so yeah. So but at the same time, I'm very surprised that he didn't well, then again, he did have Reflect Refrain open, so he can just counter the Thunder, I guess. So yeah, in comes the Cheshire Cat, paying 200 life point for the Cheshire Cat from the Moonshade, so and I'm pretty sure by now David lets know, why didn't I attack you directly? If I attack you directly by now, I would have won the game and get some rest, get some dinner later on. So yeah, David is just super tired at the moment. So, but then again, I was in the tournament as well, so can't really say much about this. So yeah, let's see now. William is trying to get those combo plays going and trying to survive on 200 life points. I'm not sure if William has any life gain card in effect in Alice World, but usually in your standard Alice World type of deck, you don't really have a lot of like life gain outside of Adam Broly if you incarnate your I don't know why, incarnate your Guiber to heal 400 life. You definitely do not want to do that. You do not want to sacrifice your best card, which is your which is your Guiber. I don't know why I keep saying Guiber as Adam Broly or Adam Broly as Guiber for some reason today. And in comes the Guiber, putting a big threat for David at the moment, because David only has a Wind Sprite and obviously not blocking the Morgiana. Now I'm definitely confused. You have a Rook in play and Rook Egg is not doing anything at the moment, so I am completely surprised that he didn't block with the Rook Egg. By blocking the Rook Egg, you can search for another, I don't know, search for a Flame Sprite, search for something, I don't know, search for something you actually need to finish the game off, because at the moment, William is trying to force that to mid to late game and hope you do not have a burn spell. And obviously keeping Reflect Refrain onto J-Roll's side to counter all this burn spell in general. So yeah, I'm very surprised to the point that David did not keep the Flame Sprite alive, because he has Rook in play. Because like, if you block with the Rook Egg and the Rook Egg dies, you can search for Lancelot, you can search for Hunters, you can search for, well, I don't know why wouldn't you let the Rook Egg die and search for Susano and kill the Guiber and attack directly with piercing and force the opponent to, you know, I don't know, force the opponent, you know, to bounce back the Susano, and knowing you have Susano in hand, your opponent will be less likely to drop a Guiber. But he does shoot it out with the Reflect Refrain. Interesting. So he doesn't block with the Rook Egg, so he doesn't want to shoot out a Resonator, so yeah, so don't worry guys, I'm a bit confused as you are guys, so I'm very like wondering, well, questioning David at the moment. Why did he block with the Rook Egg? Again, maybe he's just super tired in general. It has been a long day for him since the tournament, so maybe that's the reason why, not thinking, not keeping his mind focused. Maybe he's just hungry in general. So yeah. But however, let's see, can William make a comeback? At the moment, he's currently sitting on 200 life point, but he does have a stronger field with the Guibers and 2 Adam Broly, 1 Reflect Refrain with like 2 or 3 counters, and along with 2 orbs, which can gain more counters and so on. Compared to David's like Reflect Refrain with no counters, Rook Egg in play, which is kind of useless unless you draw a Cthulhu Flame or a Lancelot, and Lancelot won't do anything at all at this matchup, because like, look at the field, like, what can a Lancelot do against a Guiber and 2 Adam Brolys? So yeah. let's see what can David search for. Like, I'm pretty sure at this point in time, you should search for a, well, I'm not sure about his hand. Maybe he has a Thunder in hand already, but he should search for some kind of burn spell when he finds a great opportunity or the best opportunity. His opponent is completely tapped out, just Thunder for game. That would be me, but then again, it has been a long day for David, so yeah. But for a good note at the moment that his opponent is down to 200 life points, so meaning that Moonshade at the moment is completely useless unless he just tap for Moon or tap for colors, shall I say. But yeah, he's just thinking at the moment. So yeah, has been a very long day for David, so he might did some misplay I didn't catch, but yeah, for those who catch the misplays and so on, very sorry for the misplay that David did and so on. It has been a very long day for him, so he's super tired. So let's see now. He's adding the Susano, I believe. But if that was the case, might as well block the Rugek to search for Susano instead of wasting 4 counter. But again, I think it has been a very long day for David, so he couldn't keep up with it and so on, with his mind focusing and so on. So yeah. So let's see now, 4,000 compared to 200 life point, and deactivating into Reflect and draw for turn. He actually drew into the Susano sword. Wow, very nice top deck indeed. So yeah, again, if David did any massive misplay, like for some reason I don't know why didn't misplay, like in general, it's because he's tired. So don't go in the comment section like that he's cheating and so on. He should have tackled Lancelot first and so on. He should have done this and that and so on. Why didn't he do this? Well, he's tired in general. He's very tired now, so I wouldn't blame him at the moment. So yeah. But attacking with the Lancelot first instead of dropping the Guaiba, which is interesting because usually you want to drop the Susano field on the field first and get rid of the Guaiba, because Susano can easily take out the Guaiba with no problem, and the Lancelot can just attack directly, and you can pump with the little True Stone, and if your opponent tries to block with the Adam Broly, you can kill one of the Adam Broly. And yeah, that is a very confusing play. Once again, I'm not quite sure what's going on at the moment. Again, it could be misplayed, but he does have a Cuckoo Living Flame, so get those incarnation going, get this damage going, but it depends, can he do it or not. But then again, why didn't he drop a second Rugek for? Yeah, that's very surprising. I wouldn't drop the second Rugek if I was him. Because like dropping the second Rugek, leaving yourself wide open because meaning you're tapped out. I would have dropped the I would just incarnate the Rugek out, because he did have a what you call it, a Living Flame in his hand, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he has a Cuckoo Living Flame in his hand. So at the moment, David is giving his opponents the opportunity to recover all this massive amount of damage at the moment. But again, that Moonshade on the battlefield is completely useless due to the fact that he can't actually tap for stone, or tap for any color in general, besides Moon. But Moon is mostly for mechanic, well, for colors, should I say. Tapping for another Magic Stone now, leaving himself wide open to Thunders and so on, because without Reflect Refrain on the battlefield, you can't really do much against it. And obviously, Whirlwind will not help you in this situation when your opponent has like, what, 6 Magic Stone in play, can just simply get Thunder and Thunder you to face. He does block with the Rugek and shooting out for a card. Depends on what he's getting out, to be honest. I'm not sure what he's trying to get at the moment, so yeah. What it is trying to get at the moment. He's tagging in with Adam Broly directly, but how the Rugek does block in with search, so meaning he can search for any red resonate he needs. But at this point in time, like I said before, this is where red struggles, because red does not have a lot of finisher, and a lot of the resonate is really strong in the early game and not powerful in the late game. With 2 Adam Broly in play, your Lancelot can't really do much, but he does add Appreciate in hand, so this means that all he needs now is a green Magic Stone to give a flying swing directly for game. So I think that's David's plan at the moment. But however, don't count down William yet. He does have free resource to play with, and we already know that in game 1 and game 2, Law Silent is a thing. So if you get Law Silent, say, you know what, you're not putting that Appreciate on the field, I'm not letting you put that Appreciate on the field, I'm gonna die from the Appreciate, so I'm not gonna let you put the battlefield. So I'm gonna attack you as much as I can and force you to have nothing on the battlefield. And searching for the Guinevere, a very interesting choice, but why would you add the Guinevere at this time? Maybe digging for Thunder perhaps, but that's my only assumption. Getting the Guinevere to search for Thunder, like dig into Thunder, should I say. So this allowed him to finish the game off ASAP. So yeah, drawing for turn, and looks like my assumption is right, and in comes the Law of Silence by paying 2 resource. Luckily, luckily William did not get another Moonshade. If he gets another Moonshade, I'm like, oh god, you can't do anything at all, man. That would be very, very sad. Type 1 on Magic Stone, yes, he does get the green redstone. So if so here's the thing: if William did not get the green resource, if he hit another Moonshade, I'm pretty sure that's game from there. And plus, David has another green resource, so meaning he just needs to pay the Appreciate, give it flying, and swing for game. But at this point in time, he has another choice, which is draw into Thunder, so he should use the Reflect Refrain's ability to draw into Thunder if possible and Thunder for game, because his opponent is currently tapped out. I don't mean like completely tapped out, but Moonshade can't really help William in this current situation. With 200 life, a single payment from Moonshade can cause him to go say bye-byes to these finals. We're already at the 22-minute mark now. Such a long game. Usually an aggressive deck who goes first finish the game like less than like what 10 minutes against a Alice World, because like going first, dropping those Root Egg, dropping those Capulating Flame does a lot of damage and so on. So I'm very surprised this lasted long, but then again, David did make some huge misplays at the moment, which can cost him the game. But however, he's still on high life points, but his field is very empty because at the moment David's side has nothing compared to William's 2 Adam Broly and 2 Change the World. So let's see now. Dropping Elvish Priest, so more mana generators, so this does allow him to get more resource. So now I think this is the perfect opportunity. Oh, he's not attacking. Wow, I'm surprised as you guys are, because he should attack directly. William should attack directly because his opponent is completely wide open and Law Silent at the same time, so meaning your opponent can't do anything against you in the first place. So I'm very, very surprised that he didn't attack with the Adam Brawler directly. Like you have no reason why not to attack directly, because like maybe he's fearing a cancel spell, but then again you have War Winter Pace for a colorless, so yeah, I'm very surprised. William should attack directly with this Adam Brawler to hit for 3 damage, for 12 damage, and putting David in a situation he doesn't want to be in, to be down to 1,000, down to 2,800 life point. And then again, if William can keep looping the Law Silent by using Reflect Refrain, getting more counter and so on, he is in a strong position. So let's see now. Tapping for no Magic Stone, so meaning that no Reflect Refrain coming to flip up anytime soon, so meaning no Thunder will be searched. So let's see now. 4,000 compared to 200 life point, but it should have been 2,800 compared to 200 life point, but there must be a reason why that William did not attack with those Adam Brawley, because like if you got Law Silent, why didn't you attack with in the first place? Like that's my questioning, but again, it could be just very long day for them, a very tiring day for them as well. So meaning that their mind are not focusing at the moment and trying to survive the game. Well, William, I can understand why he's trying to survive the game. He might have made a misplay because of that, but yeah. Adding 1 counter, very, very smart. Not using the other counter to like, you know, run into Thunders, because like if William tapped both of his orbs, meaning that if David has Thunder in hand, he gets Thunder directly for game, because William has no way to recover his Reflect Refrain without the orb, so that's a very smart play by William. Dropping the Cheshire Cat, which does allow William to draw 2 new cards and put 1 back on top. putting on the bottom? No, he's putting on top. He just realized, wait, I didn't use Reflect Refrain's ability. In comes another change of world. Wow, now this change of world could make a difference between him losing or winning, because more counters mean more Lord Silent. More Lord Silent means that David's getting frustrated, can't do anything, and so on. So yeah, let's see now. He should attack directly. Again, he's not attacking directly. I'm very shocked now, because he should attack directly with his Adam Broly. He should have done extra free damage. Again, so if he attacked directly with his Adam Broly in the first place, which put him down to 2,800, then minus another 12, which does put him down to 16. So I'm very surprised that William did not choose to attack with his Adam Brolys. And he knows that he's got Lord Silent soon, so why wouldn't he attack directly? Maybe he's fearing double Demon Flame, but if double Demon Flame does come in, he would have done it right now. So let's see now. There's a lot of cards in hand, so I'm not sure if David's keeping count how much cards he has in hand at the moment. He looks like he has 7 or 8 now at the moment. So yeah, 3 Lord Silent, so you had those Lord Silent are causing a lot of trouble for David at the moment. Tapping 2 counters to gain more counters and so on, and David does not respond with, oh no. He should have tapped the Reflect Refrain, Search for Fun and Thunderful game. Not looking good at the moment. David is not completely focusing at the moment. He is like, by looks of it, he's like giving the game away at the moment. So yeah, very interesting at the moment. I'm not sure what he can do with that Reflect Refrain. You just should have Search for Fun and Thunderful game. Regardless, because your opponent can't really do much at the moment. So yeah, and his opponent did tap 2 orbs, taking a big risk to the point that my opponent is completely tired. He's not focusing at the moment. Hopefully he does not, you know, use those thunders against him, because he knows his opponent is tired, so he's taking disadvantage at the moment. But knowing William, he should be tired as well, because he didn't attack directly with his Adam Broly when he could have in the first place. But he did cancel the David canceled out the Spring of the Beast Lady, which could have done a lot of damage on the board. Let's see, 12, 12, 12, 6. That would be lethal at this point. But however, obviously that he didn't do much. He did cancel with Reflect Refrain, forcing the counters to go down by 3. Again, attacking with his Adam Broly now, he should attack in the first place, forcing the opponent to be in a low life points, and so on. So meaning that he will be down to, let's see, 14 or 16 taken again. So he'll be down to 400 life point by now. He would have been down to 400 life point by now if William in the previous couple turns ago attacked with his Adam Broly in the first place. I think David actually forgot to flip the Reflect Refrain back to the ruler side. You have no reason to keep the Reflect Refrain on the J ruler side with only 1 counter. What can you actually counter against that one guy? You can counter a Whirlwind, which you can already counter in the first place. In comes Flame King Shout. Very scary. And in comes Seal Wind and Light, so mean that, you know what, you're not getting that free AoE damage, you're not putting that resident on the battlefield when I'm around. So very strong plays. But let's see, does David have another Flame King Shout? In comes the I can't remember the name. I think Goddess of the Past, that's her name. By removing cards from the graveyard, I can burn directly to a single resident by ×2 resource of the amount. So he's burning for 12 damage onto the Adam Broly. So very interesting tech choice, because usually Goddess of the Past is usually for a control-ish type of deck. So I think at this point that David's thinking, if I can't win finishing the early game, at least I have to get rid of big problems. And bouncing his Adam Broly back, so meaning that Adam Broly will result once more, gain those draw power, gain those power plays going. If he really wants to, he can incarnate his own Guiber to heal 400 life. But that would be a terrible play for William. You did not want to incarnate your best card in the whole entire deck. So we're already almost at the 30-minute mark now. It's such a long game. Wow, I never thought this to this day that rush deck against a control deck, well not control deck, against a combo deck would last this long. But then again, David did misplay quite a bit of time. He missed his opportunity like 20 minutes ago, like misses opportunity 20 minutes ago to finish the game off, and then he misses opportunity not too long ago to fund the full game. So he's trying to flip back, but he's thinking maybe I should wait for now and see what happened. But you might as well flip over because your reflect refrain is tapped and you can't really do anything with it. So yeah, tap for another magic stone. So now William is slowly gaining more resource and gaining more plays and so on. Paying 5 Atlas World. Wow. So meaning now at this point in time, wait. I don't see the point of Alice World. What is the point of Alice World at the moment? Because like, yeah, I don't see the point of Alice World at the moment. Maybe he's just pushing for damage in general. Like he's just trying to push for damage and bounce back. Yeah, he's bouncing back. So he's trying to push for damage at the moment. Taking 600 directly, taking for 100. So yeah, at the moment he's being very, very aggressive. And incarnating at the moment into another Adam Broly, drawing more cards and so on, and he does have an extra turn, so meaning that those Adam Broly can attack once more for 12 damage, which does put David down to 900 life point. So yeah, but the game should have been over a long time ago when David like attacked directly from the Flame Sprite, but the game should have been over a while ago as well, where William attacking the Adam Broly earlier in the first place. And the game should have been over again when David should have funded the game when the opponent was tapped out with Reflect Refrain with 4 counters and tapped out orbs. So yeah, a lot of misplay by both players at the moment. So yeah, this is not the best, but yeah, it just shows players can be very not focused at the moment. Won't be focusing in the game because they're super tired at the moment. So taking a second turn from William because of the Alice World. So it looks like he's going to do a lot more damage now. Let's see what can he actually do now. At the moment he has no counters on his Reflect Refrain, so meaning he can't get the free chew out again for another Alice World. So meaning unless he can somehow get another counter in play, he might able to survive this. I'll take 600 directly once more. Yeah. But he does have a lot of resource to play with at the moment. Dropping Cheshire Cat, maybe hoping draw into another Alice World. Well, actually no. Yeah, you can't draw into another Alice World. Like, there's no point in Alice World because like at the moment he has to pay a total of 8 resource because he does control 4 Resonator with the same. Well, not 4. Like 4 Resonator, but 2 of each of them has the same typing. So meaning Alice World does not get that discount off. So yeah. We're already at, well, we're almost at the 35 min mark. Well, we're already at the 33, but almost at the 35. So yeah, playing Leviathan, so, and playing Hera, killing the Leviathan so he can draw a card. So hoping to dig the better answer. Very, very smart indeed. Playing Elvis Priest. Looks like he's trying to like, trying to defend himself from anything at the moment at this point in time. So yeah. And passing turn. But I don't think there's another Law of Silent at all, because like if you're playing 4 Law of Silent, that's not a lot of Law of Silent because we already saw 3 in the graveyard now. So I don't think he has another one in his deck. So let's see now, what can David do now? I think the table just has been turned around due to the fact that his opponent is able to prolong the game and so on. Let's see what can he actually do in this situation. Like both players are on very, very low life at the moment, so, and he actually forgot to deactivate his J Ruler into his ruler form. Another misplay by David. There's a lot of misplay for this game at the moment. In comes to Precia. Precia attacked directly, but however, bouncing back to his hand. Oh, if he can get another Windstone? No, he has no more Windstone. That's the sad part at the moment. Yeah, he needs one more Windstone. He can just shot the pre-share for game. So yeah. But let's see now. What is David focusing at the moment? Because at the moment he's not really thinking. Yeah, he's not really thinking at the moment. Yeah. his mind is not completely into the game. He must be very hungry in order to like to make these huge misplays, because I know David, well, sometimes makes misplay, but doesn't make this many misplay. Playing Split Heaven and Earth? Maybe he misplayed the card, because at this point it would be a draw. That would be another game which I do not want to cast. I don't want to do this, but David's like, I'll play this card, and I'm pretty sure he's not watching like his card like, oh wait, I'm not playing Split Heaven and Earth. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that was take back. Now usually in big tournaments you don't allow take backs, but it was an accident play and so on, and both players agreed that to the point that they can do take backs for this one, because yes, I know take back is completely not allowed, and the judge should say it's not allowed, but however, the opposite player, which is William, saying that you can take it back. Of course, he's in the winning position, obviously he's saying take it back, so he doesn't want to do another round, I can see by that. So yeah, a very, very sneaky play, but again, both players are very tired, so don't judge them at all. Like, don't say that, oh, you couldn't do that in the first place, why you play Split Heaven or someone. Like, I understand, but however, they are humans as well, so meaning they can get very tired, so just don't like go too harsh on against them, because they are tired at the moment. It is like what, 9 PM when this game was recording, so yeah, so just don't go too harsh against them. But then again, people say that, well, there's no excuse. That is true, but however, maybe they just get tired really easily. Burning the Elvish Priest? Oh, okay. I'm surprised he didn't burn the Adam Broly, because Adam Broly is a bigger problem, just saying. By burning the Adam Broly, you can actually at least have, you know, some way to not take too much damage. Yeah, if I was him, I would block the Adam Broly. I mean, I blew up the Adam Broly. At the moment, he's giving his opponent opportunity to finish his game off now, because yeah, he's just giving he gave his opponent way too many opportunities to like finish the game off. Attacking 600 directly. He's thinking about the pump up or not, but blocking and killing it. Yeah, if he killed the Adam Broly, he could have got game from here. Blocking it and attacking directly, and the 700, and obviously, yeah, I think like, you know what, I'm giving up at this point. I know I'm on 900 life point, but I can't survive next turn anyway. So yeah, that's the game, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.